So you clicked on this video because you're curious about becoming a teacher. My name is D. White. I'm here to just offer some thoughts, aka just black thoughts. So you want to become a teacher, especially as a black man, a black male educator at that. Here's some things to consider. First, let me say this. The job is hard. The job is challenging. The job will stretch you. The job will force you to become a better person. Or it will force you to devolve. I'm just being honest with you. The job is also very rewarding. It's very inspiring. And it's very exciting at times. So you want to be a teacher. Here's the first thing to consider. You got to have a clear why. You got to have a clear philosophy, a clear vision. Without that vision, you won't have any direction. That's not to say you will know always where you're going, but just know you need to be trending towards some milestone at that. And you're wondering why? Believe me, I just finished my 11th year in the classroom. I've taught everything from elementary school, middle school, high school, and I dabbled a little bit with working with college students over the years. So first things first, you gotta have a why. Why do you want to work in education? Specifically, why do you want to work in the classroom? There are so many roles in education, in K through 12 that is. You know, there's para-educators, special ed educators, there's principals, there's administrators. But I'm asking you specifically, get clear on why you want to become a classroom teacher. For me, I love working with young people, the natural curiosity, the natural creativity that young people have. I think my job is just to make sure I nurture that. They already come in with such great gifts. If anything, I can sprinkle on a little bit of knowledge for them and some skills, but how do we keep our kids excited about learning? Because when they're babies, they want to learn the entire world. They want to become really independent. And the one thing I have to remind myself is, how do I keep them asking questions? How do I keep myself asking questions instead of seeking the answers? With that vision, that means you got to sit down and set some goals. Again, you may not know everywhere you want to go, but you got to be able to think big picture in order to help you with those small steps. And especially when you are not very motivated or the kids are getting on your nerves, you got to remember your why. You got to remember why you're in the game. One thing to remember as you clarify your vision, will it help me stay grounded in knowing that I just have to be black and beautiful. I don't have to perform in any kind of way. As long as I had a clear vision, I had the agency, the power to define myself before others define who I was and who I'm supposed to be in the classroom. 2, with that vision, you got to plan and project. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? Where do you want to be in 15 years? Again, I can't really call myself a veteran. I'm 11 years in the game officially with a credential. But I have to remind myself, where do I want to be? And I have to keep coming back to that question at the beginning, middle, and end of the year. Just some checkpoints, just to kind of figure out where am I trending. Because as you get more information, you will adapt, you will improvise, courses will change. That's just a part of life. Now with that planning, now I'm not the most organized person, and my kids will tell you that, but I have a vision. I have a place I want to go with the kids, whether it's on a daily basis, a weekly basis, an annual basis. And as you plan your life, when I say plan, I don't just mean financially. And let me say this, while we don't get paid great, I remember coming out of college and making $40,000 to $50,000 while being $80,000 in debt. I'm grateful that I was able to get a full ride from my university, from my undergrad. Thank you for that. All I had to do was just work, and I got to work a really great student job. When I say plan, there's a lot of discipline. Because educators, we grow accustomed to growing without. We know how to ration things. We know how to work with what we have. And so with that said, financially, I'm just being honest with you. It is possible. You will learn how to use those 401ks. You will learn how to use that Roth. You will learn how to save. You will learn how to budget. And not from a quote unquote scarcity mindset. It doesn't have to be that way. If anything, with your vision and your forethought, you keep thinking to yourself, what can I do to make my future self happy? What can I do to make my future self satisfied, more comfortable, more safe? And that means early on, you got to hustle. I ain't gonna hold you. You gotta hustle, man. Whether that's summer school, going to go visit other classrooms, talking to other teachers. This goes for anybody. This is a practice I keep going. And let me say this, if I haven't. If you're going to go that hard at your job, you got to go that much harder with your self-care and taking care of yourself. Because teaching is a long game. You get better over time. There's no such thing as rookie of the year as an educator. You just get better and better, and you age like fine wine. Because the more skills, the more you get to learn about child development, the better you become in year 10, 11, 12, 15. And with that said, when you enter a classroom or a school, look around. Look at the physical, mental shape of the teachers around you. If they don't look great, then that environment may not be great for you. I don't want to keep you long, but I just want to reiterate. You want to become a teacher? Here are the things you got to do. Big picture vision. You got to have a why. Your why is your foundation. And that may change over time, but you got to have a why, period. Sitting down, putting pen to paper. Sometimes I like to write it. Sometimes I will dictate it and let my voice be recorded and put it in the notes. You got to plan and project. You got to think about yourself, the long term, the long game, not just immediately. Because that'll help you, again, situate yourself, ground yourself when things get really hectic. Because teaching can be really hectic, whether that's, testing time, evaluations, hopefully getting your contract renewed each year. And you got to be disciplined as well as you got to hustle. All right. My name is D. White, just a black male educator. Find me at justblackthoughts.com. Peace.